It's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. We are here today with Matt Clark from Lakewood Alive. Matt, thank you so much, man. We were just talking about how you've had so much experience in construction and just started sort of a year or so ago with Lakewood Alive. Talk about what Lakewood Alive does, first of all, what kind of organization it is.
Well, we are a nonprofit housing outreach organization, and our main focus is helping with building up the housing stock in the city of Lakewood, and for people who might not have the means, whether it's financially or technically, to do the work on their house. We focus on helping lower income or elderly citizens, most importantly, to upgrade their house or make repairs that they might not need or be able to normally do, and focusing on the health and safety of those individuals as well. So it's a great organization. I started with the toolbox about a year ago, and have started working more with Allison, our director, our housing outreach director, on doing housing outreach projects,
Right.
especially more so during the coronavirus pandemic.
Right.
People are looking for a lot more help now than they were before.
Right. Yeah, because you guys are doing a lot with education, with housing. I know you got a great volunteer program where people can't manage to get stuff done, and this happens, because of circumstances. You guys will swoop in with a bunch of volunteers and take care of a project that really needs to happen. I think that's just a great community service right there. Paint programs for people who need help with that.
Yep.
So really feet on the street kind of work there, helping people with their housing. Also, Lakewood Alive does a lot of events.
Yeah, we're doing this year. We're doing instead of doing our meltdown 5K and 1 mile fun run, we're doing a virtual version of that, which is going to be fun. We've got a lot of people signed up already for it. My daughter is an avid runner. She's gonna participate in it. I'll probably follow her in my car, but other no, it's and Light Up Lakewood. Hopefully, we'll be able to pull that off in the winter, depending on how everything goes. Health and safety is our first and foremost commitment to the citizenry, but we've been able to adjust and do our front porch concert series, which usually takes place in front of the library in Lakewood. That we're doing virtual this year as well. So you're still getting it, as much as you can. Some pandemic specific shelter in place stuff that we've been doing. Me personally, every week we do a toolbox video. You can find it on our Facebook page or Instagram or Twitter, where we give a tip for cleaning a drain or vacuuming out a dryer vent, or showcasing one of the tools we lend out at the toolbox. We also have Knowing Your Homes webinars that happen once or twice every couple of weeks that are specific about garage repair, kitchen remodel, or something that brings in experts from the community who will help explain certain things to any homeowner really who wants to be involved in that.
So yeah, talk about the Lakewood Toolbox. This is a great program, and it's always made so much sense to me because it's like this capitalist plot for everyone to have to buy their own tools, their own set of tools, power tools, everything. Why, when you only need to use it once a year or something, So, we don't want to torpedo the economy or anything here, but I'm telling you, it seems ridiculous that everybody in town has to own, the same tools. So how does this work? You come in, you sign up, you pay a small fee, and basically you can use tools.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty sweet program. This year we actually reduced our fee schedule, our fee pricing, to a membership fee only and a refundable deposit when you took the tool out that you get back immediately when you bring the tool back. Assuming it's in good condition. We've never really had a problem with anybody uh, destroying anything, luckily. But yeah, you sign up for the toolbox. It's a $30 membership. It's good for a year. It's income based. So if there's below average income or something, we can adjust that membership fee and go down. But it maxes out at $30, and then call me. You say I want to empty or clean my gutters, and I say, well, we got a ladder for that, or whatever you need. We've had some really, really interesting projects this year, especially because of the pandemic. I mean, I think people are sitting at home looking at the wallpaper they wanted to take down for years. Well, we have a wallpaper steamer that will help with that. a lady, Katie, who came up a couple weeks ago. She built a picnic table for her kids, and she's working on a porch swing now. So I love stuff like that. We had a guy who built a rock climbing wall in his garage. Not your typical projects, but also we have a ton of gardening stuff. Like our mini rototiller has been out every week since the end of April. Our power washer, same thing. But yeah, I mean, anything from gutter cleaning, stationary tub install. We talked to a new homeowner, this young couple. I mean, she would text me, and I have no problem. That's my job. I'm, consulting you guys and helping you with repairing your home. So yeah, I talked her through pulling out an old stationary tub and putting a new one on, and she was so happy when she got done with it. It really made her day. And I mean, I feel like that's one of my kids doing a great job. So it's everybody here at Lakewood Live is super invested in the community and in their job. It's a great team to work for. Everybody helps each other out, and I mean, we're all so centered on just improving the community that it's a pretty good environment.
That actually sounds like a pretty big job, pulling out your tub and replacing that. I mean, I imagine most of them are not quite that big. Talk about some of the tools that you do have, because I was amazed at the wide range of tools available.
Yeah, we have a big selection. We don't have everything. There's definitely once a week I get a call for something that we don't have. But as far as, if I look at, I'm the guy who pushes the economy because I buy every tool. I have for 20 years. As long as I've owned a home, I've always stocked up. And then it was part of my job too. So it makes it easy to make that excuse to the, finance committee when you come home with the table saw. But we have everything from hand tools or even just standard yard equipment like shovels and rakes and stuff. If you don't have the means or you don't have them and you don't want to buy, one because you're not really that committed to doing a huge project, but you got to dig this area up, then we lend those out for free basically. But we have a gray coat paint sprayer that Dependable Painting donated to us. It's a great paint sprayer. You could do your whole house exterior. So something bigger like that. I mentioned the mini rototiller. We also have every day we have lawnmowers. So if you don't, Lakewood is known for its postage stamp yards. They're tiny. So I was the guy who got my, push little, blade spinning manual, no power mower when I, thought I'm going to be all environmentally correct. And that lasted like 2 weeks. And then I bought an electric mower. So I'm still trying to save on the fossil fuels. But people don't want to buy a mower if they have to cut their grass once every month. You can come up to the toolbox and get a mower, for a day or two or even a week. It depends on what's available. But yeah, we have table saws, we have miter saws, all sorts of hand tools, drills, circular saws, basically anything that you could really need as a homeowner in Lakewood. Like I said, everything that we have, I have used in my home, over the past 22 years. Landlords, the fee's a little higher for landlords, but yeah, we encourage, just because they're part of the, keeping up the housing stock and keeping our neighborhoods looking good and being safe. A lot of cities have problems with, slumlords, as they say. And I think a lot of the people, especially if it's an older landlord who doesn't have access to the stuff they did when they bought the house 40 or 50 years ago, it's just like an elderly resident, they might not have the money to pay a contractor. So lending these tools out to them too helps improve our housing stock and keep our neighborhoods beautiful.
Right. It's really just about getting the job done and keeping up the neighborhood.
Yep.
I would imagine people sitting around these days, looking around the room and going, we need this. And a big thing I'm guessing is gardens and people putting in their own vegetable gardens for food or flowers. Yep. That must be just huge right now.
Yeah, and it's with what we have up there with, like I said, the mini rototiller. Even I've had people come up who borrowed circular saws and drills and stuff to make a gardening box or a raised bed or something like that. So yeah, we have edgers, anything for maintenance of your landscaping, or if you wanted to build something a little more intense, like a flower box or something, we have all the equipment and the know-how too. I've actually drawn plans up for a customer who knew what they wanted but she just wasn't sure how to actually put it together, and showed me some pictures on her phone. We drew it up and almost did like a step-by-step little instruction on how to do it, and she had a blast doing it, and didn't cut off any of her fingers or anything, so that's a plus.
Success.
But yeah, so I mean, all those, basically being a homeowner for so long, everything that somebody's trying to do, I've tried once, and sometimes failed miserably, or learned how to do it the right way just by trial and error. So if they have a problem or they have a project that they don't know what to do, something even so simple like cleaning a gutter or something like that, I've learned the tips and what to do and not to do over the years, and I have no problem sharing that info.
Yeah, and it's the expertise that really helps there too. It's interesting because a lot of the houses in this community were built really in a 20, 30-year period. They're very similar. They have similar problems. Things age and wear out. And now that they're over 100 years old, most of these houses, they're on their second or third time around. So there is expertise like yourself out there in the community that can help with these, because it's not your first time as a homeowner. You're like, oh my God, this is blowing my mind. Well, yeah, but a lot of other people have been through this before. So
yeah, and we also have a list of contractors that we don't endorse per se, but we just recommend. And Allison definitely talks to a lot of the local hardware stores and knows a lot of the local contractors. So she sort of knows who's busy, who's not busy, and who can do specific jobs better than others per se. So for somebody who can afford a little more and doesn't want to do it themselves, we can offer some recommendations on that end too.
And if they want to access these tools, you suggest they get in touch with you and reserve them?
Yeah, basically the process is, because we're by appointment right now, we don't have specific set hours due to the COVID. What we do is they give me a call, I set up an appointment, which works for me and them. They can fill out all the application paperwork online, and email that to me, or they can bring it with them or fill it out when they meet me. But that we take, check, cash, or a credit card. So usually the payment is made when they meet me at the toolbox. For some larger items like a 40-foot extension ladder, I have Lakewood's a small enough town. I live in the middle of Lakewood, so I have no problem running it over to somebody who, can't fit it on their minivan or something like that.
Yeah.
So that we will work with anybody who, as long as they're trying to improve their life and their housing, we're all for doing whatever we can to help them do that.
Right. Well, it's a great program and perfect timing, and you seem to be the perfect guy for it with all your experience. Thank you for taking a few moments here, but mainly thank you for what you're doing for the city and the community by pitching in. As you say, it's like helping your own family, and it's stuff you've been through. So we do appreciate it. Thanks for sharing the word here, and stay in touch. Good luck with getting through this. Sure. We're all in this together.
Yeah, that's right. Stay safe. Good to meet you, Thomas. Take care.
Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you. Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from Cool Cleveland. Be well and stay safe. Thank you.